Hey, happy Friday, everybody. How's everybody doing? Who do we got in here tonight? Joe, thanks. Peace. Robbie Altry's here.
Not coming up on mine.
Uh-oh, Kim's having troubles over there, technical difficulties. Yeah, I like that idea, Robbie. Let's all take a sip. Who else we got in here? Sound off. It always starts late. I don't know if that's me or if that's YouTube or if they have to watch a commercial or something. I don't know. Seems like there's always a really long delay. Can you hear me, honey?
Nope,
There's Kim.
it's not on mine.
Hey, Chaz made it. My little buddy, Boo Boo, come over to see Dad. It's not playing yet, hon?
No,
Huh?
I went out and I'm trying to get back in, hon. There you go. You're on.
All right, Kim said I'm on now. This thing's got a delay on it. It's like they've changed something in the settings. I know I didn't click anything different. I don't know. Hey, there's Rick. Hey, Rick, look, I got your shirt on tonight, man. I broke it out. I always do it the wrong way. I going through my T-shirts. I said, "Hey, man, there's Rick's." I see what we got. One's here. What's going on, man?
Nerds.
I'm a bit of. Kim tells me I'm a nerd. I don't know.
I told you you're a dork.
Well,
Thank you, babe.
To me, that's the same thing. If it's any meaner than that, then I guess I'm supposed to be upset. Yo, what's happening, too, babe? How you doing, buddy? What else we got in? I was saying hello to every person, and I don't know if it came through or not. I started off with Joe, thanks, yo, and Robbie. Hey, somebody got some balloons. Does that mean we got a subscriber? Isn't that what that means? I hope so.
No, I'm in a good mood today. I got a 4-day weekend one.
What else
Ooh,
we got
Chaz,
in here?
there is a nice house in Elkton.
Yeah, Kim found a 5-acre farm. Well, I don't know if you really call it a farm, a farmette. It's got a barn with stalls. It's got a 5-acre pasture. So I guess you could put goats out there, donkeys, horses, whatever.
I should buy it, Robbie. It's a little expensive, a little more than than I would like to spend. Considering, we could have got 50 acres for less than it was. It was a little further.
Well, we didn't move it
Hey,
the right
Paul
time.
White. Hey, Torp.
Paul White, what's going on, man?
It's a nice house.
Yeah, one only needs an eighth of that acre, Kim. Tim's like, well, you can have the barn, but it's got all those really nice stalls already built in there. You don't want to be ripping stuff like that out. Oh, there we go. Tim's clock's only, let's see how late it is today. It's 3 minutes late. You know what I think it is, Kim, with the delay? I think I'm clicking start too soon. I think I've been clicking start too soon. It's like 1 minute too soon. And then I get all mixed up about, oh, shouldn't it be playing? Because I have it scheduled for 8:30, so it's not going to start until 8:30.
That's right, Robbie. Put them out to pasture. With that 5-acre pasture, he can make like an oval out there.
Yeah. Now, it's one of those things where you get something like that and you got a barn, you have to get some barn animals, don't you? I mean, you have to have a couple goats, you got to get a donkey, maybe a couple rescue horses. The problem is,
who's going to take care of all that?
All you got to do is feed them. Well,
oh no, there's a lot more you have to do than feed horses and donkeys, Brian.
I don't know. I guess you got to have a courier come in and cut. Or is that what they're called? They cut their feet, their nails on, or their hooves. What do they call that?
Farrier.
Farrier, yeah. Kenny, what's going on?
Hey, Kenny. Pigs, mules, chickens.
I guess it doesn't, Kenny. It's all the same. Farrier. See, Two babe knows. If you get a couple goats, you don't even have to cut the pasture. You just put the goats out there. They'll eat it all. And then you get a couple of those big dogs to protect them from predators.
That's right,
You're
Torp. You
golden.
got to clean up after them.
Oh, see, Torp's always thinking ahead.
That chick in Canada that has the emus and the donkey and the alpaca. She's always cleaning out the stalls.
Yeah. There's people that need somewhere to put their horse. You
Robbie.
could just, hey, you keep the barn clean and you can keep your horse here. Because it costs a lot of money to stable animals. I know that because Kenny Parsons' daughter, she had a horse and she was paying a fortune to have it stable. You tell somebody, you keep the barns clean, have at it. I don't know. It was a nice place. That place was built in the 1800s, though, Kim.
I saw that.
It was an 18, but it was all, the inside was all modern.
Hey, Kevin L.
Yo, Kevin, what's going on, man? Excuse me. I don't know. I have a bunch of footage I have not edited out. I did a lot of work on the Nova this week. So I guess I got to sit down and start editing it. I got busy and then, you got to take a day or two to edit stuff, and I haven't done that. And plus, it's hard. It's good. I got about 3 or 4 hours of footage on one thing, and I'm going to have to trim it down to 15, 20 minutes. Because I can't have you sitting there watching me do spot welds for 2 hours.
Kevin, I was talking to on the Teams call with one of the guys and his son. They live in Oklahoma, and his in-laws, they were at their in-laws and their whole house got destroyed. They were in the basement and the house collapsed right on top of them.
Oh, I saw that. Hey, did you guys see? I heard a tornado hit downtown Houston. Did that happen? Or was that just some sensationalized video that I chose to believe? Because you never know anymore. I bet it is hard work, Rick. I don't know if I'd want to do it at my age. It did. I guess Robbie knows. He said yes.
Hey, John.
So did John. John heard that too. Wow. Robbie said it's really bad over there now. Right in it, it's like you never think it's going to hit a city, but I guess weather patterns have no what's the word I'm looking for? they don't they don't know where they're going to touch down. That's wild, right in a big city like that.
Robbie said it blew out windows on the skyscrapers.
I bet it did. A million people with no power.
Hey, Houston.
Hey, Houston, what's going on? Did you read that, Kim? A million people. Maybe you could, because Kim likes to watch those tornado videos and stuff like that. So maybe you could find some video on that, hon. One had an 8-stall barn, rented out 6, and they had to clean, feed, and shoe.
Yeah, there's been lots of tornadoes. Pennsylvania had a tornado up in Pittsburgh. Did you see that one, Ryan?
What's that?
Finleyville. You know where that is?
I don't remember anyway.
It's out by somewhere up there.
I believe it. There's always tornadoes out where I'm from, where I used to live when I was a kid.
There's one in Ohio too.
Well, what was it? Randy was telling us they had real bad storms there about a month ago. I think there was a tornado came down. John said it's north of him. That's wild, man. Now, Kevin being in Oklahoma, I guess you're used to that stuff. Do you have a storm cellar or a location to go to if it gets bad at your place, Kevin?
Oh wow, Kevin.
Wow,
And
that's crazy.
the Houston's in Kansas. That's another flat tornado alley. You just
Okay.
get in the bathroom.
Oh, I mean, that's what they tell you to do. Get in the door jams if you have to. Get into the bathrooms and do what you can do.
Babe, are you talking?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. That one, remember that one video like from last month, Kim, where that house just was gone within a second? Gone. They, they don't care what they tear down.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah. It would probably not be a bad idea, Kevin. Especially, I mean, like I say, in Oklahoma, it's like that's just like it's commonplace almost, isn't it? It's like kind of like California's commonplace for earthquakes. Though we had two here in the past, what, 3 months? They're starting to happen everywhere. Man, see, Houston said somebody died. They lost 13 homes.
Yeah, Robbie's down there where the hurricanes hit.
It would seem so. I remember when I was a kid though, we used to get them back home every once in a while. And one time I took a car and it actually put a car in a tree. And it was right by like it's Route 8 that leads into Pittsburgh. And it's like people were driving up there just to look at the car that was stuck in the tree. They had to get it out. It was just a little car. I can't remember what it was. I don't it might have been a Pacer, right? Or it was something like a Volkswagen. I was a little kid. I wasn't, but I can't remember what the car was. It might have been a Pacer. We'll say it was a Pacer, but it was in a tree, stuck in a tree.
Well, at least we're supposed to have good weather this weekend for the most part. Kenny's in Cali. What part
Uh,
of California, Kenny?
we're
Canada has too much snow, Torp.
we lived in Northern California for like 4 years, Kenny, like the Alameda, Oakland area. We were actually on in Alameda, and I remember we had an earthquake once. I don't. Kim, were you there, or were you back home visiting your mom?
We was there for 2 earthquakes.
I was laying on the couch, and I'm not kidding you. This was when the Kim found us our second apartment. And we had a sliding glass door. It just had a little patio where you could put a grill out back. And I was just looking at the glass, and the glass flexed. It went the door. I never seen anything like it. It was crazy. And then the TV went crazy, like with the news breaking, and it was an earthquake that was, I guess, fairly far from us. It was, well, not too bad, but since I think it was Sacramento. It was like a 7 point something or something, maybe a 6, 6, 7 or a 7. It was huge, but not huge. If you follow me. All right. See, Kenny knows exactly where I'm talking about. And this was, I think it was like late 92, 93.
The flat part. So I talked to, let's see, this week I talked to a guy from Oklahoma from my company, and I talked to a guy from Edmonton, Canada from my company.
She did. She told him too that we knew people up there. Um, I was in the biggest earthquake I ever was in Guam. I think I told you guys this when I was in the service. And if you look it up on it's on the internet. It was I think it was like August of 1993, and it was in Guam, and it was like a 7 or an 8. It was crazy. The telephone poles were going like this. Me and my buddy were driving in the car, and he's like, "Pull over. We got a flat. We're at a complete stop, and the car's jumping." I'm like, "Dude, we're not moving."
Hey, David Holloway.
Hey, David, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in.
I told him that I knew somebody from Edmonton, and I asked him how the Oilers were doing. I see the Oilers are down a game. Kevin, he's works in the Tulsa office, so he's got to live pretty close to Tulsa. It was actually his son and his in-laws, and they say he's. I remember him saying something like Bartlesville. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Kenny, we moved out to San Francisco Bay Area. When was it? 90 or 91? Late 90?
90.
I guess it was like late 90.
You moved to 90, and I moved to 91.
Yeah, not well. It was like maybe late 90. You were there for the first Christmas, huh?
No, I wasn't. I moved
Well,
there in February.
maybe you were. Okay, well, she wasn't then. But anyway, I was there, and it was like the bridge had already collapsed, Kenny, and it was a big hassle for us to get because we have had, I don't know what they have out there now, but at the time when I was out there, we had Treasure Island. It was a pain in the butt to get to Treasure Island because or and in and out of the we had to use the tunnel to get to Alameda because I was at the Naval Air Station, NAS Alameda. And the only way in was the tunnel from Oakland because the bridge came down. So it was a hassle to get over there to there was like two bases in Oakland. There was Treasure Island, and there was a couple in like I think Vallejo. Does that sound familiar? That's the name I keep thinking in my head. It's so long ago, but we used to have to go to all these different bases to do different work. So I was with the SEMA at the time before I went on the Gompers. And every I was just my whole thing in the service was just repair. Go weld this, go weld that, go build this, go fix that. Tim took all my tests for me.
Oh, thanks, too, babe. So if it's supposed to be nice this weekend, are you going to that car show?
I think so. There's one on Sunday. There's the car show here, and it's see, but it's I'm kind of torn because it's one of those where it's the Pennsylvania Historical Car Association is putting it on. So these are like uppity cars. So it's like the Aston, Pennsylvania Concours, and our car is not that. I
Humana.
mean, we got a nice car, but it's not painted. It only has some of the windows in it. But you know what? I might go down there anyway. We'll see. It's actually the association that awarded me the trophy for the Camaro, hon. But the Camaro was done. It was a perfect car. Well, not it had the wrong rims, but everything else was perfect.
That's because our ceilings go up high, one.
Kenny left in '99 and just came back to help his mom. Now, as far as climate and livability, uh, I'd say California is the best, but the cost of living and the taxes out there, I just don't. I couldn't do it. My buddies still live out there. They work for the city of San Diego. A couple of my old shipmates.
That's right, one. The correct height for me would be standard counter height.
That was my favorite, San Diego. Kim liked San Diego a lot too. I got to go down there quite a bit. I really liked it. I couldn't afford to live there. Yeah, I hear you, Kenny.
That's what you have to do, Chaz. You got to marry rich.
You didn't do that, hon. You broke your own rule. We're not working poor, but we're not rich either. We do okay.
What
It's just
happened,
costs
Ken?
too much,
What?
Ricky. But I'm telling you, man, I
Oh,
don't
I
know if
broke
you've
my own
ever
rules,
been
Robbie.
to San Diego, but man, it's so nice. It gets cold at night though. It does. I mean, even in the summer, it gets cold at night because the desert and all. But man, is it nice every day? It's beautiful. I don't know what it's like now, but back then it was. There's beaches everywhere. Oh, living it was. I was 21 years old, 22 years old, and I was in California. You kidding me? Kim came out. I I got to my first command, and I chose. I got like first. No, was I like second or third down there, huh? Hon? It was like within a half a point. It was one of those things. And I think it came down to last names, but I think I had second pick on the billet, and I took San Francisco because Kim and I were going to get married, and I didn't want to go straight away on a boat, so it came attached with a C1 Weld School, and I went to C1 Weld School in San Diego on 32nd Street. If anybody's familiar with the area, and I got first in the class, and I was done, like completely done all the school like 2 weeks before it was over, so all I was doing was cleaning up. So I flew Kim out because I was getting done every day at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning because I already knew how to weld. My father taught me how to weld. So I just burned through the school. That was just a formality to get my certifications. And Kim came out and we had a blast, man. We rented a car, we went all around the city. Fun.
There you go. Chaz was on 32nd Street for 4 years.
See? There you go. They had tell them, Chaz, a lot of people think I'm like, how they say I won't use the S word, but the no crapper stories. I used to tell the guys when I went home right before I met Kim, like about 6 months before I met Kim, I went home to visit, and I was telling them, I'm like, "You're allowed to drink beer in San Diego on the base." "No, you're not." I'm like, "Yeah, you are because they don't want you're a kid. They didn't want the kids going down to Mexico to drink and get arrested." But no hard liquor. They had vending machines, beer vending machines in our berthing. You're 18, you could just go down and feed the vending machine and get a six pack.
Hey,
Am I
Jesus.
fibbing? Tell them, Chaz.
Jesus
Yep.
is working on his truck. That's cool. Installing LED lights.
Ah. Yeah, I agree. One, I agree. I like the brown liquor, but Kim says I'm mean on it, so I don't take it. Where were we? I was in the middle of something, and I get sidetracked in my own stories. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was. If you ever been to San Diego, it's something, man. It's something to behold. Oh man, I'll keep my eyes open. One, but I mean, the last time I saw a cigarette machine, um, I think I was in the service. I don't think I've seen one since I've been in the service. That's been a long time. That might have been after that, but I mean, yeah, I seen one somewhere, but they were asking like $7 for a pack of cigarettes inside of a bar. $7. Whoa, whoa. No, no, no. You don't do that over here. Did you see what he did? How loud was that? Was that loud? Because he just come over here barking really loud. No, you don't do that.
I think they had a cigarette machine at Briggs one time, the auction.
They probably did.
You're going to use them to sell. He's going to use them to sell his product.
Well, it's good to have a business model, I guess. Hey, what's going on, Don? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, there's Don. I'm a little behind you. Don was
Kim,
taking a nap.
Kim, did you and I go to Mexico together?
Yeah, we went down to Tijuana.
Yeah, we went down to Tijuana for the day. And that's one thing they're selling as soon as you cross the border, they're selling cigarettes. And they say Marlboro, but I mean, because I used to smoke cigarettes, but you smoke one, it's awful harsh for being a Marlboro. You know what I mean? It's almost like maybe it's the dustpan tobacco, but it was awful harsh. But they were like half the price too. We got some Mexican blankets back. Yeah, but it's a whole different world down there, man. Yo, Chris, you made it. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming in. I met Chris over on the chat for Bad Chad. You do make some bad decisions with the booze down there. I'm not even going to argue about that. They got those. They call them poppers, but if you go to like the cheaper bars, it's just watered down booze, and they hold your neck down, and they're pouring the booze on there, and it's more abuse than anything else. I didn't like it. You got to pay in advance for it, and then they sneak up on you and get you. But man, they're very not very nice. It can hurt you if you don't just let go, and they could pull a muscle or something. Yeah.
CPSS went to his first VA appointment this week.
Oh, cool, Rick. How'd that go?
$50 for a small pouch of Redmond? Are you kidding, one? That's crazy.
Wow, Red Man Chew. Wow. I haven't had that since I was a kid. Used to think I was a big shot. I'd buy it for the baseball games.
That's crazy, Robbie. $20 for 4 people.
I think we all had that phase in our lives, Kevin. You know what I really and I still think about once in a while. It's like I quit cigarettes and I never think about it. But you know what I do think about once in a while? Copenhagen. I used to love that stuff, man. That ain't no good for you either. But man, I don't know any of y'all ever took snuff. But man, I used to love me some fresh Copenhagen, man. Yeah. Come on, you know the deal, Kevin. You thump the can a little bit, get it all packed into the side. Mine too, buddy. I still think about that stuff. Service too, babe. And when you're overseas, and the only Copenhagen you can get is in a plastic container, and it's not as good. So I asked Kim.
Look at dog, not you.
Oh, I asked Kim. I said, next time you're at BJ's with your mom, get me a roll of Copenhagen and mail it to us. 'Cause me and my buddies wanted some with the cardboard can because the plastic is
Hey, spray
just not
bomb.
the same. A spray bomb, and but you if you do Copenhagen, you got to have fresh. It's got to be that much. They sold Kim a roll that was like 6 months old. They're not even supposed to have that in the store. But the guys were so happy to have a cardboard can, they didn't care. We all just shared. Everybody had one. But it was like one of them things where it was like this, oh man, but it was still the effort was there, so everybody was thankful for it. Yeah, me too, Kevin. But like I say, we all know now you can't have none of that stuff anymore. So I don't think Kenny. I don't think any of us made any good decisions with alcohol. I think that's a common thing we all share.
There, PPSS, skull, skull.
I mean, I remember like I was in, I bet you sixth grade, maybe seventh grade.
Oh,
Who remembers
commercial.
Kodiak? Come on. Who remembers Kodiak? Everybody had to go through the Kodiak phase before they graduate. Some people went to Skoal, some people went to Copenhagen, but everybody started on the Kodiak. Look at Kevin, he remembers.
It's
The
time.
bear.
It's time.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Well, Kim's going to fish out a number.
I already sent it to you.
Oh, did you? Hold on a minute. Let me look at my thing. Okay, Kim has texted me the number. So that's going to have to be good enough for the text because she's over on the couch tonight. Anyway, I got the truck sticker. We're trying to finish those up. We got the sticker of BW Garage, and we got the new refrigerator magnet. This thing is strong, man. All right, need a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50 for the prize. Go.
Oh, you know what? I don't get the numbers because I got a commercial.
I got it, honey, on your text.
No, I didn't have. Oh, Daniel's in here. Hey, Daniel. There
it
it is.
is. Torp, number 11. Boy, that one was fast tonight. Look, the numbers. Kim texted it to my phone. The number 11. Man, Torp got that one quick tonight, hon. Congratulations, buddy. Now, I have to ask you, Torp, did you get the last one fairly quickly? Remember, I think it was you, didn't I? Wasn't I putting the wrong code in there?
Yeah, I got the right.
Yeah, I know you do. I think it was Torping because he said you're putting the wrong code in there. I remember we
Hey,
got
Hellcat. Hellcat.
Yo, what's happening, Hellcat? Thanks for coming in.
I think you do too, Chaz.
He got his Chevy working and it felt like a jackhammer. Is that a good thing? Is that a choppy cam or is there a problem?
Number 11, Mark Messier.
I wouldn't know that
Didn't he play for the Rangers too?
I don't know. Hey, hon, can you get me my other beer out of the refrigerator, please?
You're pushing it now.
Why? I'm over here. I'm entertaining, and and not just people. I got the puppy here. Man, that made me feel bad.
What? That you're pushing it?
No, the scowl. You gave me a scowl. You were like, oh, sorry, hon. Thank you, dear.
Beer assistant. That's right.
My lovely beer assistant.
Cart.
But she wasn't very. She told me I'm pushing it, and she was like,
I don't have my glasses on. I can't see.
Okay. I thought you were scowling at me.
Plus, I have RBF anyway. You know that.
What's that?
Resting bee face.
Oh, well, you shouldn't do that towards me.
Oh, shut up. You should. I like that line from that song. Tell the devil I said, hey, when you get back to where you've been.
No trades yet. Are you talking to me about my fantasy football one? What are you talking about there? I haven't made any deals yet. That's what you're asking. Make sure Make sure you have a handy beverage, Hellcat. It can be soda if you don't like beer. That's fine. Mm. Oh my goodness gracious.
Hey, has anybody seen Turlo? I haven't seen Turlo in a couple weeks. I haven't seen any videos from Turlo. I haven't seen anything from Turlo. Did
He
he give
gets
up?
busy working sometimes, hon. He travels a lot for his job. But I haven't seen anything. And he was here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but I haven't seen any shorts, and he was like putting out the shorts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one of those things in peaks and valleys. It was like I told myself I'm going to try to put out a video every day I work in the shop, but then I get so
Yeah,
much footage, and by the time I'm done working, I come in the house. It's
I
almost
know.
9 o'clock. I got to shower. So I tomorrow I got to commit to doing
It's
some
all right. Just text me
editing
when
so
you're
I can
home.
put a couple videos up. I actually
Bye.
have. You know what I need to start doing? I need to get like two ahead. It's like whatever. It's like
Hey,
right on it.
Josh. There's
Hey
Josh.
Josh, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Turlo got
That's what I
arrested.
probably should be doing is trying to get ahead. I get like
Uh,
3 or 4 ahead or something, and then I wouldn't be behind all the time because my life gets a little hectic, at least for me.
yeah, where is Lonnie? He might be fishing, or he might have his grandson.
At this point, I just do it for me and a couple people. We all know we're not going to be no what's it called stars or anything, but it's still fun, right?
Chad thinks Turlo got arrested.
Me too, Chris. I work full time, and then you get home, you got to get the grass cut, you got to get everything done, and then you want to go out and work on your stuff, and start to run out of energy when you hit 50.
I wonder how Tony's doing.
Yeah, Tony's going through a lot right now. I think,
And Henry. I haven't seen
and
Henry.
I'm worried about Henry. I don't know what's going on. I think it might be something like he hasn't got internet service right now or something. But I'm a little worried about Henry too because I haven't seen him on Facebook either. So I'm thinking he doesn't have any internet service right now.
Cleaning and organizing, that won't work. That won't work. He is not an organized person.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I mean, you go out there. I kind of know where everything is. I've lost stuff. I kind of know where. Like I'm gonna do that wing window the next rain day. I'm gonna pull everything that I need and get it ready, and I'm just gonna
Hi,
do it in
spray
the
bomb.
house. I'm gonna do stuff like that when it's raining and all because I got no room. I have to. It's nice in the summer because I can pull the gasser out. It's no big deal to put it out on the pad, and then now I got a half a shop to work. I'm crawling around and trying to get stuff done on that Nova. Sometimes I'm laying on my side between a workbench and a tire, but that's all right. Like I say, we're still blessed to have a building to work out of.
That's
Yeah,
right,
I
Kevin. It's
guess,
called
Kevin. I
it's
don't even
I
know
would
if it's
take the
that.
organized part out of that, Kevin, and just call it clutter. I
Yeah,
told him he needs to clean out the sun porch because the poor dog's cage is gonna collapse with all the crap he has piled on top of
yeah. I got stuff there. I got stuff everywhere.
it. Robbie's got 3 of everything. When were you talking to me? You want me to clean the shop? I'll just throw everything away.
No, no, I need that stuff. I need everything I got. Some of the stuff looks like old junk, but it just needs to be cleaned up, painted, and bolted back on.
You have a good week too, babe.
Yeah, too bad. Take it easy, man. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us, buddy.
You
Have one on
clean
your way out the
well,
door.
he can't find anything when he puts something down, he can't find it the next minute.
I do have a problem with that.
I think I'm behind again.
Hmm?
I think I'm behind again.
Ugh.
Those commercials screw everything up. Yeah, I'm like 26 seconds behind, I think it said.
I gotta get a new door latch for the driver's door because if I'm gonna cut that floor out, I want to be able to close the doors and not so that things stay a lot more stable.
Did you buy your mom pizza tonight, one?
Maybe or burgers. Took her for burgers. Something. Mm.
But when did the Oilers play again? Did you say tomorrow? Let's see. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. And the Canucks lead the series 3-2. Uh-oh. Oilers are on the bubble.
Are you watching? Are you watching King of the Hill? What are you doing there, Hellcat? Propane and propane accessories. That Houston, that is the truth. If I go, you know how many times I've done that? I still don't know where some stuff is because I put it away thinking I am going to know exactly where that was, and I couldn't find it.
I did have a good Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, it's always the high life here, buddy.
Oh, that sounds good one. Strawberries. Yeah, Jersey
Hi,
pizza,
Becky.
North Jersey. Becky's here. Hey, Becky.
Oof. Try that.
Becky, how you feeling? Thanks, Robbie. Thanks, Chaz. Natty Light.
I haven't seen either in a while. I think Gordon just stopped watching us, hon. I think he
Yeah?
got because I saw him somewhere else chatting. I can't remember where it was.
I'm
I
glad
think
you're getting back better, Becky.
I think it was over at Country Boys.
Oh, you know what? One pop pissed him off.
Did he?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm busting on one.
Oh, okay. What happened with that Oldsmobile you were bidding on? One? Did you get? Was it? No, it was a Pontiac, right? You were bidding on something like 2 weeks ago. I hadn't heard anything, so I just assumed maybe you lost the bid.
Actually, I think I'm the one who pissed off Gordon when I told him the Subaru was made in the United States.
It's possible. I wasn't working on the Nova fast enough for him. Maybe that was another dilemma. I got sorry, pal. I sorry, buddy. I got to pay the bills.
Nope, never saw her again, Robbie. It's
Who's
weird
that?
because she emailed me. She emailed me all these pictures from her vacation and everything, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like a great time." She was fishing with her husband and everything, and then the next 2 days later, it was like off the face of the earth. Yeah, why are you taking so long, Brian?
Because I am slow. I mean, I am slow. It's what it is. Plus, I don't, I don't know what I'm doing. I just got to figure it out as I go. And,
Oh,
and
that's
one
nice,
wrong cut,
Kenny.
and the whole car will fold in on itself. I got to. that really, I got about 20 minutes of welding on the Nova, and then I'm just going to put the I got a brace in the back trunk area. I'm going to pull out. I'm going to move it to the front, and I'm going to shimmy underneath the floor a little bit. And I want to see what I want to do under there. I think I'm just going to get it out. It's a shame because it's not bad that the patches are okay, but it's like I don't know. It'll just itch at my mind if I don't have a new floor in there. I'm thinking that I want a new floor. But it's like the car should just be cut up and scrapped. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna fix it. But it should have went into the trash heap when I found that last batch of rust. I was like, it's okay. We'll fix it when we get to the top.
He just doesn't want me to have a cooler car than he does.
That's not true at all. I actually do want a nice car.
He
I
takes
actually do.
everything so seriously.
Don't take anything serious.
You're like your son. You get offended so easily.
Well, you're always yelling. Yeah, that's the thing, Kenny. But it's like that one when I was cutting that wheel well out on the passenger side, and that stuff was falling on my neck, and I was like, heck, and I look up, and I saw that wad of crap with a dried up old, probably 15-year-old paper towel that somebody shoved in a rust hole and filled up with goop. I was like, man, it's only going to take about 5 minutes to cut out of there, but it was like, man, you got to be kidding me. I guess that's true too, Chaz. I was in the HT shop, so they kind of do that right away. They don't care about your feelings.
Is there going to be any stock sheet metal on the Nova?
Do what?
Is there going to be any stock sheet metal on the Nova?
The package tray, the dash. Yeah, I mean, and the passenger side door is not original to the car. It's like you guys, we've been through it. The door has a welded hinge, but it's bolted on at the cow, and the driver's side's bolted on both. So you got a lot more adjustment there. And I need adjustment out at the bottom of that door. So I'm thinking I could do it with shimming. I'm still actively looking for a door, but a bolt-on door. So I don't know how easy they are to find. And I was reading in one of those Nova forums where guys take the welded hinges off and they actually put bolt-on hinges on doors, and they have a kit for that. It pops up on eBay every once in a while, and I was looking at that, maybe doing that.
Hellcat wants to know what happened to the headlight on the 55. Why did it burn out?
Oh, they were junk. When I bought, my buddy Jay sells used parts, and he got me buckets, and they had lenses in them. I never bought lenses, dude. I put the buckets in and put the lenses in, and when I needed the lights, I turned it on, and only one was lit, and I'm like, man. Then I didn't think it was a big deal. It's like, I'll get them eventually. This is my thinking. I'll get them eventually. And then I ended up driving the car to work. The one day my truck was in the garage getting service, and it was dark. I was like, it was kind of sketchy. So I'm like, that night I ordered. Well, actually, when I got to work, I ordered the headlamps, and they came same day. And that night I put them in. So that don't happen again.
What
I
was the
have
car that was
headlights.
for sale at Briggs the other day that I showed you?
Hey, Tim, what was it, hon?
The Briggs car. Hey, Tim Windsor.
What was that? Oh, that was like a mid-70. That was like a 70. What was that? Now it's driving me crazy, hon.
I'll look it up.
I want to say it was a 74 or a 75.
You know what? Forget it.
I can't remember. It's driving me nuts. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember. Not a Monte Carlo. It was not a Cutlass. It was a Chevelle. It was a 74 or 75. Remember when they switched body styles? It was like a 70. I think it was a 75 Chevelle. And the outside of the car was nice, but the interior was beat. And it was already at what, like 9 or 10 grand?
There you go. David's Holloway got it a Chevelle.
Yeah, Chevelle. Yep. It was cool. It was a nice car, and I liked the paint scheme and everything was nice on it, but the interior was just awful. Yeah, almost and almost like a Le Mans or that era Cutlass. You know, they kind of look like that, but they have their own headlight thing, tail light package going on, but it was like the same platform. Oh, that yeah, he gets fired up, Tim. He's he's something else when he gets going, man. He thinks he runs the show around here.
He does run the show around here.
In his little mind, he thinks that anyway.
He tells a grown man what time it is to go to bed.
Well, him and I are on the same page with bedtime. I'm sorry, Becky. Click, 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 click. And I get tired. I get tired too. Ooh. I get in my chair if it's around 6 and I'm in my chair, I go out like a light. And
I guess they don't have past auctions on Briggs. I was trying to look it up.
There should be, hon. It should be in there. I could probably find it, but I don't know. One sent one over here. It's 68 Belmont. Yeah, that's the one you were looking at, buddy.
Yeah.
Can't find it. That's all right, hon. Don't worry about it. All right, Becky, take it easy. Thank you for coming
Bye,
in.
Becky.
I appreciate it. That's I don't know. I mean, the amount of money people want for projects that need everything anymore. I mean, you should be able to get that car for like $1,500, man. But I mean, I don't know what they go for now, but it's exactly right, Kevin. But I'm tired and ready for bed about that time anyway. But you guys know I get up. I'm up in the morning. If you ever email me and I'm answering your email that early in the morning, that's why. I wonder. Who hasn't been in a couple weeks, hon? Is Give Blood. I he emailed me. I emailed him back, but it was like 4 days later. I didn't get his email.
Hey, Randy
right
Ryan's
away.
here.
Huh?
Randy Ryan's here.
Hey, Randy, what's up, man? Cool. Happy birthday to your son.
Oh my God.
That's a nice deal, Chris. But I think he was mad because he asked me to call, and then I emailed him, and I'm like, let me know if you still want me to call. But guess he didn't get the email, or he's mad at me. But I certainly didn't mean anything by it. I just didn't get the email until a couple days later. I'm not very good at that. I should answer my emails a lot sooner. Kim used to go on and check the emails for me because she would do it on the computer. But since we changed computers, she really doesn't get on there that much.
You didn't win this week, Randy.
Torp was the big winner tonight, Randy. Torp wins a lot too.
I know. Maybe we should get like a couple numbers from each of them.
Yeah, everybody give us a number.
Chaz, Torp.
We'd have to email
Randy Ryan.
We'd have to email Bob. Bob don't come in anymore. Shaky Bob. He still texts me once in a while. He sent me he put a post on our garage on Facebook the other day, about 2 weeks ago. Thanks, Kenny. No, but I try to answer people and stuff like that, but sometimes I get caught up, man. And it's like, if I 4 days later, I saw his email and I'm like, oh man. So then I texted him. I'm like, I thought I kind of answered his question, but if I didn't, I'm like, just let me know if you still want me to call, because I didn't want to call him like a week later after he asked me to call him, and I felt like I was supposed to call him in that day or something, and I guess I messed up. I certainly don't mean to. Uh-oh, everybody's having sips.
34. How old's our kid going to be this year? Well, his birthday just passed. 31, right?
31. He was 31. Uh-oh. Smoking mushrooms and squid? Is that what that is? I don't know. You tell me, buddy.
Come here, baby.
There he is. What's up, Jason?
Okay.
37, 34, 32, 26, 24. Damn, you got five kids, Randy? 5. I haven't seen her, Hellcat. I guess I'll have to take a look. Hey, what's up, Shopcat?
Hey, Shopcat.
Yeah, man. Kim and I only had the one. Why'd we only have one, hon? I guess that's all we could afford at the time.
That's all I wanted.
That's all she wanted. There, you heard it. He might have been. Randy told us his measurements. That was actually pretty funny.
Only if she's 5'3". That was a good one, Josh.
It sure was. You guys cracked me up.
Oh my God, Becky. Chaz just said it at the same time I did. Well, it just came up on my
Well,
phone.
now it's too bad Becky left. You guys cracked me up.
Well, Chaz might have typed it like, a minute before, but I'm so far behind that it just came up at the same time I said it.
Well, you guys are on the same page. It's basically the way I saw it. It was about the same time.
Only if she's 5'3".
Is it raining out there, hon?
No.
Just a little cold then.
That's Honda.
I'm a little slow. What's that? I'm not your mailman. It wasn't
your mailman either.
Oh, okay. Man. Yeah, so look for a Nova video this weekend. That's the last thing I did. I just never edited it. So I'll be working on that tomorrow, getting that edited out. Yeah, I'll see what I can get done. I'm gonna finish welding what I got to weld on that tomorrow. I think Sunday I may go to that car show. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. I haven't done anything relaxing in a while, so I might do that.
That's right, Kevin. Fur babies are the best baby. Although I was ready to kill one of them today.
Now, come on now. Oh yeah, thanks, David. Like I said, all I have to do is edit. I was trying to minimal edit the videos for a while and see how that went. But I think like when I'm doing stuff like with the Nova that I'm doing right now, I have to edit it because it's just so much the same, so we'll see. I think you have to have a big following where people can chat like we do in Chad's, where you get away with just running a series of welds every episode.
You need hot water, Chris. You need hot water.
Thanks, buddy.
If you don't have hot water, it's pretty bad.
All right, guys. Well, we're down to our last 30 seconds. I really appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with us tonight. I actually had a good time talking to you guys tonight. It was pretty fun. I like doing this. So, like I said, look for the video
Bye,
come out
Robbie.
on the Nove, and it probably, if not
Bye,
tomorrow,
John.
Sunday, I
Have a good
guess, Sunday,
weekend, Chaz. Have
Monday.
fun tomorrow.
It's made. I just have to edit it. All right. So I hope everybody had fun with us. Do something fun this week. Come back and tell us
Bye, Randy.
about
Bye, Kenny. Bye, Kevin. Bye, Chris.
it.
Bye, Country Boy.
All right. Take care, everybody.
See ya.